I got a fantastic recipe for you on a sausage and pepper stew. Hearty, mouth-watering, simple to make, one pot, very easy to do, into the oven, and you've got a meal that's fit for a king. I've got 4 pork sausages. These in particular are spicy sausages, but you can use whatever you like. Nothing too sweet though. It doesn't go with the savoriness of this recipe, but you can use pork, you can use beef, chicken, whatever you like. I'm gonna actually cut them up or cube them up right in this dish here. Take some extra virgin olive oil. That's the sizzle, baby. And get our sausage browning off. So while our sausage is working, next thing to go in is some onion. These onions are a little on the small side. They're from my garden, so I'm using 2. But if you've got like a normal size onion, you can actually go ahead and just use 1. And you don't have to cut these up really finely. You can actually just slice them up. Perfect, our onion is done. And it's gonna go into our sausage that's browning. Perfect. Give this a quick stir so it doesn't catch on us either. Next thing I'm gonna add is a little bit of minced garlic. In this recipe, I usually go about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic or teaspoons of minced garlic. Usually works, but you can go up or down. And again, every time I add something into the pot, I give it a quick stir. At this point, I want to take a couple of dry bay leaves. These are my own, by the way. Again, I brought these from Greece. In the olives, we have a few bay bushes. Just throw them in just like that. And that's going to give our background melody in terms of flavor. Also, a little bit of rosemary. I just throw this in just like that because ultimately you want to be able to pick it out. You want the flavor. So a couple of good rosemary sprigs there, again from my garden. A few sprigs of thyme go in there as well. Next, I'm gonna slice up some carrots because no real stew is complete without carrots. I don't bother really peeling my carrots. I've washed them well and just slice them up more or less into bite-sized pieces. All right, our carrots are done. They're going into the pool. Oh, lost one there. Perfect. So our carrots are in. The party's really starting to go. Next is a couple of green bell peppers. These, again, are on the small side. They're from my garden, but you can, if you've got ones that are the commercially grown ones that are from the store that are kind of nice and big, you can just use 1. That's totally fine. By the way, throughout this whole process, I preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or what is that in Celsius? Anyway, you have internet, look it up online, but it's 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So what I'm going to do with these is very simply just coarsely chop them in terms of nice big chunks. You don't want these to disappear. You want them to kind of melt into the background, but you still want to have that color there. Next, I have some, don't judge, it's from my garden. I have some celery here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut away the bottom part of the stalk, and I'm just going to coarsely chop it up, and this will go in as well. You want to get some leafy greens as well from the celery. So that's going to go in there. So we almost have like this miracle of sorts happening. Next on our list, again from my garden. I can't stop talking about this. It's from my garden. I love this. And that's about as organic as you can get. Let me just make some room here. And for this, again, I'm going to cut this, or actually chop it up, cube it up into fairly decent sized chunks because I want to be able to kind of differentiate. I don't want this to kind of completely dissolve, and it's a stew. So those go in there as well. This will feed 6 people easily. Easily 6 people, or about 2 to 3 hungry Greeks, depending on who you talk to. So, along with our other veggies, you know, A little zucchini goes in. I love zucchini. Fried, grilled, broiled, it doesn't matter, except for boiled. Boiled zucchini. There are some people that really like it. I am not one of them. Again, chunked up, cubed up, nice and easy. This goes in now, just like that. Some green beans. Love these. From my garden. Green beans go in. Now, at this point here, I'm going to take a little pause and I'm going to throw in a little bit of salt. I don't go heavy on the salt. I don't want a lot of salt in my food. Totally up to you. Fresh cracked black pepper. Next, about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of cumin goes in. Love cumin. Gives it that depth of flavor now that we're looking for. The next thing to go in is a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste. Just like that. Nothing complicated. You're with me, right? Nice. Some crushed tomatoes, about 14. I cannot edit this out. This is like hilarious. So 14 ounces of crushed tomatoes will go in to our pot. And the final kicker, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here with a bottle of ouzo with red stuff in it. Well, Greeks don't recycle or throw out anything. This, my dear friends, is my dad's homemade wine. And what does he give it to me in? An empty ouzo bottle. So for this, I'm gonna put in about 2 cups or so of red wine. So now this is up to a kind of rolling boil. What I'm gonna do is turn it off from here, the heat source, cover it, and I'm gonna throw this into a 350-degree oven for about 2 hours. Let that go low and slow, and in a couple hours I'll be back and show you how this turned out. All right, and here we have it. It's been 2 hours. My stew is ready. I can't wait. I gotta watch out. You don't wanna touch this because it's hotter than sin. So I'm just gonna move this here and just look at this. Just look at this. This is fantastic. Cue the porn music. Like, this is like so cool. Awesome. Feel for this. Look at this. Just look at this. Oh my God. Done to perfection. Absolutely. My dear friends, what a dish. Absolutely amazing. Love it. This is like delicious with a capital wow. That's how good this is. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share this, make this. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye for now.